Today's my topic is on development of nanofiber application IAQ. Myself from EWTCUI, Neon Polytechnic. Okay, EWTCUI is a joint initiative by Enterprise Singapore and Neon Polytechnic. Since 2006, our main mission is to participate industrial sectors in applied R&D and consultancy project to translate into ideas into practical solution or innovation capability for a sustainable environment. Facts about us: EWTCUI has 14 years of innovation center, 25 multidisciplinary staffs. We have 15 labs and workshops. In terms of industrial engagement, we have almost completed more than 400 consultancy and R&D projects. We have 78% of industrial partners are from SMEs. Out of it, we have secured more than 20 million worth of projects. And in this, we have 14 patents and more than 20 know-how and trade secret. We also have a good collaboration with trade associations like SWA, SES, and WAMGAS. In EWTCUI, we have 4 technological domains like membrane technology, energy efficiency, water technology, and sustainable material technology. We work on 3 thematic areas like membrane and water innovation, industrial resource innovation, and green building innovation. Today, I am going to talk about our sustainable material technology where I'm working on. Sustainable material technology has 3 focus areas like waste management and recycling. It works on lightweight concrete and foam glass material from waste glass. And another thing is on advanced material from CNT, activated carbon. And we also started working on sensor and supercritical extraction. And also we are working on sustainable eco product and process, in which we are working on smart coatings and cool paint, which is the functionality of self-cleaning and anti-reflective coatings. The key idea is we are working on nanofiber, and it's related to IAQ. All these projects are funded from government agency and industrial projects. The general facts and stats of IAQ is, according to WHO, every year 7 million deaths are due to indoor and outdoor air pollutant. After that, 1.6 million are due to indoor pollutants, because we are almost spend like 90% of our life in indoor, in which, based on the literature, it is found that indoor environment is up to 50 times more polluted than outdoor. So poor indoor air quality will cause sick building syndromes due to headaches, eye, nose, or throat irritation, and also respiratory problems. So this will lead to this will lead to the productivity loss. So why does indoor air make us sick? There's a 6 key components like odor, volatile organic compound from furnitures and construction material in indoor, fine particulates from smoke or cooking areas, and microfibers, and also mold from the indoor, and also nanosite particles pollutant from outdoor environment. So in EWTCUI, we have nanofiber technology for air filtration. So this nanofiber has a key advantage over existing fibers. Like, for example, microfibers like melt blown can filter out particles around cannot filter out particle of 2 micrometer, whereas this nanofiber has a key advantage. It has an antimicrobial functionality, decontamination, and catalytic functionality. The key thing is nanofiber can be developed using electrospinning process. Based on the recent literature, this nanofiber has a market potential of 3 billion by 2024. The key advantage of nanofiber is it can be produced both polymeric and hybrid nanofibers. It can control nanofiber different structures. We can embed this nanofiber with metal particles and nanomaterials, and we can tune the nanofiber size as low as 50 nanometer, and then we can also tune the pore size of the nanometer. So we can also optimize the packing structure of this nanofiber into stacks, and which has a multifunctional property like breathability, disinfection, and detoxification. This electrospinning, we have electrospinning has 3 different process parameters like solution property, process conditions, and ambient condition. By tuning this process condition, we can optimize the fiber diameter at the least of 50 to 100 nanometer size with increase in surface area for selective VOC or other pollutant. So when we compare with this melt blown and electrospinning, we can clearly see this electrospinning has the fiber thickness around 50 nanometer to 1 micrometer. When compared to the melt blown, it's around 0.5 to 30 microns. When the web thickness is around 5 micron to 200 micron, whereas in melt-blown it is around 0.1 to 1 micron. The productivity range of melt-blown is around 400 to 8,000 meter per minute, whereas the electrospinning is around 500 to 3,000 meter per minute. However, there is company working on this production of this nanofiber at the higher rate. So in EWTCOI, we have two patent background IP on nanofiber, one on preparation of nanofiber and the other on production of nanofiber. This one of the project is funded from NRF, and we work on a triple layer nanofiber filters, which has a specific functionality other than the particle filtration and the bacterial filtration efficiency. So this nanofiber has a detoxification efficiency of more than 95%. We studied with the Proxin as a nerve agent, which shows this triple layer with the metal oxide embedded particulates has a efficiency of 95%. We are looking for application like face mask, aircon filter, and car filter. The basic comparison of our nanofiber with the existing filters and face mask is our filters, nanofiber based triple filter has aerosol filtration efficiency of more than 99%, bacterial filtration efficiency more than 99%. However, the added advantage with the rest of the filter is we have additional disinfection efficiency and detoxification efficiency of our filters. However, the key advantage is we doesn't found any leaching of any heavy metal ions on our fibers. So this is the figure shows the existing mask and filters where there is no activity of disinfection and detoxification property. So we also have advantage that this nanofiber can be embedded with mask, and then we have tested with N95 mask, with commercial N95 mask with our nanofibers, which shows an improved performance of aerosol filtration efficiency more than 99.99%. However, we also added the other functionality of disinfection and detoxification. For this N95 mask, we observe efficiency of 79% for disinfection efficiency, whereas detoxification around 70%. We also tested the nanofiber with lightweight panel filters. The efficiency for the disinfection and detoxification is around 70%. We also found a recent literature that the breathability factor with nanofiber filters and melt-blown filters, it clearly shows nanofiber has a better advantage over melt-blown filters. The air and moisture transmittance and the odor like CO2 transmittance is comfortable for nanofiber than the melt-blown filters. So right now the IP is TR level is more than 7 and above. We are working closely with the local SME on the evaluation licensing, and we are now planning for a scale up and a testing of this IP. So we have a second IP on the production of nanofiber. This is on the continuous production of nanofibers. We already developed a prototype setup in our lab, and we also demonstrated this system in the operated environment. So we, at the current rate, we have also producing in our setup based on our in-house setup is around 700 meter square per hour. However, we are openly looking for an industrial partner who can scale up for higher production rate, and also looking for advanced technology. So next generation, we are also working on next generation composite nanofibers to remove indoor pollutants. This project is funded from GRAC this year. So in collaboration with one of industrial partner, Graphite, who is a big manufacturer of unique graphene-based nanomaterials with a different porosity. So we already in the progress of working on few membranes on these graphite-based nanofibers. So we are trying to apply next generation like reusability and the flexibility of nanofibers with high mechanical strength. So other than nanofiber, we are also working on nanocatalytic filter for high indoor detoxification. This is apart from nanofiber, we work on a specific application like to target the indoor cooking facilities. The main advantage of this filter is it is flexible, it is washable, it is thermally stable, and it has a high surface to volume ratio because we have our own coating functionality where we coated on the surface of this flexible metal filters. So we are also looking for industrial partner who can work with us and who can test with these filters at the site, and then to do the performance evaluation of our filters. So this is our example of different nanostructure material at the metal mesh. And apart from the technological capability, we also have IAQ testing capability at EWCOI. We work on the Singapore standard SS554. So these are the test parameters we are closely considered for our performance evaluation of systems, like a thermal comfort, a chemical parameter like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, formaldehyde, and total VOC and ozone. So these are the parameters we can test it in our lab and we can evaluate the performance of the system. And in terms of particle matter, we can go for PM 10 and PM 2.5. Even we have equipment which can go for ultrafine particle from PM 0.1. So we also have equipment like biological parameter. We can test the bacterial and viral counts. So, you know, BCA has a green mark scheme since 2005. So one of the key thing is to have environmental friendly buildings, and key assignment criteria for BCA green mark is you should have an indoor environmental quality for better health and well-being. So we are in the range of testing different kind of air purification product like photocatalytic based air ionizer, UV light source, nano coatings, and filter based media. So we are open for testing any kind of this product for the standard with respect to the standard of Singapore. So IAQ testings for filter media, we have automated filter testing system in our lab, which can measure the filtration efficiency and the pressure drop of filters with the particle size from 0.1 micrometer to 0.3 micrometer, both solid and liquid. We can also perform the VOC study of any filters with a specific concentration of VOCs like formaldehyde and toluene indoor VOCs, and we can evaluate the performance of those filters. We also have the biological aerosol filtration setup, which we can identify the efficiency or biological efficiency of your filters. In addition to this, EWCOI also getting a new IAQ systems, which has one is on automated filter media tester system, which can measure the flat sheet media from 50 centimeter to 100 centimeter. We also have two sensors like portable IAQ sensor and the other on condensed particle counter. This sensor can measure the particle from 10 nanometer to 0.1 micrometer. So we have also engaged many SMEs for performance evaluation of their portable systems. So I would like to showcase few examples. Like project one, we have a client who has a coating materials and looking for some potential application. So in this project, the coating materials is been embedded with the filters like Acon filters. We coated the nano coating onto those filters with the different coating thicknesses. And then we done the performance evaluation of this coating with this filter for different VOCs like toluene and mixed formaldehyde with an operating temperature between 23 to 25 degrees with a relative humidity greater than 65. So the performance shows these filters with this embedded nano coating has a good degradation of VOCs like formaldehyde and toluene. Now the company is taking this nano coating for filter end user like filter applications. So the second project, we work with one of the local company, local SMEs to evaluate the performance of the air ionizer. Basically, these ionizers are used to remove the particulates of different sizes. However, the company is interested to find the additional advantage over existing system in the market. So we developed a prototype duct system with integrated with IAQ, different IAQ sensor like temperature, humidity, velocity, and different VOC sensor to measure the inlet outlet flow of the different VOCs. So we purge like formaldehyde and toluene with dynamic flow rate, and we measure the degradation performance with particulates and then VOCs. Our initial findings shows these VOCs with this ionizer have a good performance, good degradation with respect to time. And then this client has been implemented this ionizer at sites where there is a high concentration of particular VOCs. And that's also we have the side effect. We also studied this ionizer for the ozone measurement, which can emit at the standard limit of 0.05 ppm per hour. So apart from this, EWCOI has few services which we can provide to clients like technology consultant for technology scale up and technology validation. We also contract research. We can work with proof of concept project like proof of value project, or we can also involve new technology development for clients. For standard service package, we can work on testing and material characterization and other small testing purpose. So facility usage, we are also open for use of facilities, type of facilities. We have different facilities for water, materials, and membrane. So we are also conducting trainings from ECE courses, and we also have a customized training for clients. So these are our partners whom we work for last 14 years. We have good mixture of clients from a large organization, SMEs and startup who we can work on our core domain projects. Finally, thank you. I look for clients who are interested in our core technology who can contact us, and you can also follow us through our LinkedIn, and then you can see our NP web page for our new technological domains. Thank you.